Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I know I've been on a little bit of a break. I do apologize, but also greatly appreciate those who are still here with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. So if you have that, awesome. If not, totally fine. You can still watch this and maybe there's something in here. Of course, it may not completely resonate with you. That is okay. Please use your discernment. With that said, I'm just going to take whatever comes out from Just the Tarot, just because I'm coming back slow and steady. So here it is. Here we go. So Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. Oh, okay. Page of Pentacles. That's a good sign. Anything you might need from me is going to be in the description box below. Any sort of information, you can follow me. There's a Facebook group, personal reading, all of that stuff. What else, Spirit? Wow, Page of Cups. Something is phony. Something is phony. And I'm laughing because something is phony. Okay. Never gotten that from the Page of Cups before. Ooh, High Priestess in reverse. I do not reverse my cards, just so that everyone knows. But if it comes out that way, I keep it. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. 10 of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Something is coming together or maybe not coming together. Maybe like the way that you might have planned it. So we have the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom. And honestly, that kind of concerns me, but doesn't because the 10 is here. So maybe you don't know that you deserve this. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. For someone or someone's, there's something that you're just not seeing and ultimately knowing about yourself. Maybe your capabilities. Anything else, Spirit? Can you give me some more information? I'll gladly take another card. Ooh, 3 of Wands. This is like, how can I put it? Oh, Knight of Swords is at the bottom. So it's like you're wanting to take action, but you don't know what action to take. Because I have this underneath the High Priestess in reverse. Interesting. I think with the Knight of Swords at the bottom, that's more or less telling you to literally just go for it. I don't know what the it is. I don't know what the thing is. Yeah, the Chariot is behind that. Like, to just be determined to move in any direction, right? I think there's this thing as humans that we do. Of course, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. But like in the humanness that we have, we don't trust that we're going to make the right decision. And to me, I don't really necessarily think we should put that kind of pressure on ourselves, because then we might go to the extreme of not ever making a decision, if you get what I mean. Because the Knight of Swords doesn't necessarily not think about what he's going to do, but he's also not going to sit too long, you know, because he doesn't really like have this fear of missing out on anything. You know, then there's no such thing as missing out on, you know, what's really meant for you. That's literally impossible. And the Devil comes out. Okay. I'm speaking to like a Capricorn, somebody who has a good amount of Cappy in their chart, even if you don't necessarily know what your chart is. Can I have one more card? Since you're giving me the Devil. Interesting. Yeah, so it kind of feels as though, like, you know, you really, you feel conflicted. Oh, you're having like this inner battle of like, yeah, because we have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom. Honestly, like, you're having trouble feeling confident in your decisions. That's what I'm getting. Oh, that's what the phony is. Thank you, Spirit. Imposter syndrome. You know, you feel like you're a phony. You feel like whatever you do is not, it's not good enough. You got to stop doing that. I mean, I could tell you all day to stop doing that, but whether or not you do stop is obviously a way different ballgame. Excuse my sniffles. I have allergies apparently, so that's always lovely. I just kind of feel as though I'm talking to someone who really needs to gain confidence within their decisions and really like understand who they are. My suggestion is to go do something that scares you. Go do something you've always wanted to do, but never thought you could do. Like, just go do something that you never thought would be possible, because that's going to give you this sense of confidence once you realize, oh, I can do this thing, or, oh, yeah, no, I actually really do like this. And, you know, it's okay to like this, or it's okay to do this thing. And you will also learn about your capabilities, that you are more than capable of doing a lot. I mean, you're a Capricorn. I digress. There isn't much you can't achieve. It just feels like if you don't make the moves, you know, it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna keep going by you. And that doesn't mean you won't have multiple opportunities for these things, but it's just the gratitude of the learning experience. And I think that's why the Page of Pentacles came out first. It's like, let's give you something. You know, it's just like this idea of, let's give you something to think about. Let's give you something to see or know about yourself, maybe. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's getting to know themselves better, and maybe is just a bit afraid of the next steps in your journey. And I assure you, my love, there's not a whole lot to be afraid of, because fear is only in the mind. Fear is something that we create as humans, right? That's why the Eight of Swords is in our deck. Because you have a completion here. The Ten of Pentacles, it's like, you made it. You created the wealth. You created all, you know, a family, stability. Like, you created something that is long lasting and sustainable. And maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe that's what you're expecting, but you don't feel as though you deserve it. And that's wild to me. Not wild in a bad way, but just wild in general. I think you need to stop waiting. And honestly, I feel it's, you know, there's multiple people in the Five of Wands here. I don't think it's people outside of you. I think this is you internally because it's with the devil. So like that's what it feels like for me, at least. These two together for me in this moment, in this specific reading, and in this time feels like you are battling your mind and your ego. And that's what's creating the imposter syndrome that I'm getting from the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which is an odd thing to be getting because the aces are brand new opportunities, beginnings, right? So I feel as though there's an opening, but you may not even know that it's there. And maybe you don't even trust it, which is, you know, that happens. It happens when you experience certain things. And I mean, especially if it's trauma specific. Wow. I think you just need to let go of the thoughts that really don't help you move forward. And I think that you need to just make a decision. It doesn't need to be anything extravagant, just a decision, and then go in that direction and see where it leads you, right? For somebody or someone's here, I'm sensing that you need to surrender to the flow and the constant change that happens in life. So what is the advice here? What is advice that I can give? Or confirming the advice I just gave? Okay, 2 cards. Oh, 2? Yep. Wow, 2 8s. 8 might be significant for you, but 8 of Swords, which I was just talking about, so thank you, Spirit. And 8 of Pentacles. You are way too focused in on what is holding you back rather than being focused on what you can achieve and have control over, which isn't a ton, right? I mean that in a very open-minded way, of course, but like you are limiting yourself. You are holding yourself back from the potential that you possess. You have potential. You're just not seeing it. You're not utilizing it. You're not going towards it, right? As Capricorns, our affirmation is I use, right? We are not users as in like we use people to gain, but like we are very physical zodiac signs, and we're very functional. So think of yourself as a doer instead of somebody who just is, right? You shouldn't be sitting around waiting for something to change when nothing is going to, unless you make a decision. So I think that's what's going on here, which is crazy. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me in the right direction. I appreciate it. And my advice is you got to, this is what they're showing me. You got to get out of that focused mindset of, you know, the things that are holding you back, you know, just in general. I don't know what that is specifically for you. It would be something that I would advise you to work through in talk therapy if you have access to that. Maybe if you don't have access to that, maybe it's just journaling things that are coming up for you that are very deep, personal, maybe you know, some shadow work. because it's deep within your mind. And you just, I don't really know if you see it. I see it, but I don't know if you see it. And it matters if you see it. And even more so if you know it. So that's what I have for you in this reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time, know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.